Every single day, you pour a glass of what you believe is healthy. You're told it's for strong bones, but what if that familiar carton is actually a scandal? What if your daily healthy milk is secretly fueling the inflammation that causes your joint pain, destroying your gut and accelerating the bone loss that leads to dangerous fractures? I'm here to tell you, the milk industry has been lying to you. These aren't just mistakes, these are ingredients actively sabotaging your health after 60. You need to know the 3 worst milks you must stop buying, and the 3 proven milks that can literally fix your inflammation and rebuild your body.
Welcome back to Fresh 60, your essential defense against health hoaxes. If you're over 60, fighting joint pain, or worried about your bone density, this is the most important video you'll watch this year. We are dissecting the milk scandal to show you the science behind what causes inflammation and what truly builds strong, resilient bones. Before we expose the worst offenders, please take a quick moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Your support ensures this crucial information reaches everyone fighting to age stronger. Let's start the exposé.
We begin our investigation into the milk scandal with what is arguably the most pervasive and insidious threat: the sweetened plant-based milk. You reach for that almond, oat, or soy carton because you believe it's a healthy, modern alternative, perhaps to avoid dairy. But turn the carton over, look past the beautiful branding, and confront the truth. For millions of seniors, this product is a sugar delivery system disguised as health food. This isn't about natural sugars, it's about added sugar. Cane sugar, fructose, maple syrup, or corn syrup in a rapidly digestible liquid form. And for anyone over the age of 60, this is a physiological time bomb. Here's the devastating mechanism of betrayal. The insulin crisis. As we age, our cells naturally become less responsive to insulin. When you consume a glass of sweetened plant milk, the sugar hits your bloodstream almost instantaneously, causing a massive, rapid blood glucose spike. Your aging pancreas must then scramble to produce a huge surge of insulin to manage this crisis. This relentless cycling accelerates insulin resistance, the pathway directly leading to type 2 diabetes and promoting the accumulation of stubborn, inflammatory belly fat. The systemic inflammation driver. That sugar spike doesn't just affect your pancreas, it ignites systemic inflammation throughout your body. Sugar molecules bind to proteins in a process called glycation, creating harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs. AGEs are literally the fuel for cellular aging, contributing directly to stiffening arteries, joint pain, and the accelerated decline of cognitive function. That innocent glass of milk is actively fueling the chronic pain and stiffness you blame on old age. The bone robbery. This is the most shocking betrayal. The high sugar content creates an acidic environment in your blood. To buffer this sudden acidity and restore balance, your body must rapidly mobilize its largest alkaline reserve, calcium stored in your bones. That sugar-laden drink literally forces your body to steal calcium from your skeleton just to neutralize the acid, actively reversing the very process of bone strengthening you believe you're engaging in. You must stop relying on vague marketing and demand honesty from your food. Read the nutrition label. If sugar or any form of syrup is listed high in the ingredient list, you are purchasing an inflammation accelerator. This is a critical error in senior nutrition that is easily corrected by choosing the unsweetened versions. Your joints, your insulin sensitivity, and your precious bone density are too valuable to sacrifice for a few grams of unnecessary sugar.
We turn now to a popular alternative, one that has soared in popularity under the guise of being naturally healthy: unfortified oat milk. For the senior population, this seemingly simple choice represents a profound and often unrecognized nutritional failure, transforming a potential beverage into a nutrient thief and a silent accomplice to bone loss. The fundamental problem with unfortified oat milk is twofold: mineral deficiency and bioavailability blockade. The great deficiency, a critical lack of bone support. For seniors over the age of 60, bone thinning, osteopenia, and osteoporosis is an epidemic threat. Preventing debilitating fractures requires a daily, non-negotiable intake of 3 key partners: calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. While cow's milk and fortified alternatives deliver these, plain, unfortified oat milk offers negligible amounts of the 2 most critical players, calcium and vitamin D. By choosing this unfortified option, you are not simply opting for an alternative. You are actively creating a nutritional vacuum in your diet where essential bone-building blocks should be. You are relying on a beverage that provides 0 defensive capabilities against the relentless reality of age-related bone density decline. This lack of fortification is a silent form of sabotage that leaves your skeleton vulnerable and weak. The phytic acid blockade, stealing your minerals. The second, more sinister issue lies within the oat grain itself: the presence of phytic acid, phytate. Phytic acid is a naturally occurring storage compound that binds minerals within the plant. When you consume unfermented oat milk, the phytic acid enters your digestive system and acts as a powerful mineral magnet. This compound binds tightly to essential bone-critical minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc in your gut. Animation showing phytic acid encircling mineral ions. The resulting compounds are insoluble and indigestible, meaning your body cannot unlock or absorb the minerals it desperately needs. Even if you take a calcium supplement alongside your morning oat milk latte, the phytic acid may effectively block its absorption, flushing your expensive supplements down the drain. This scenario creates a devastating irony. A senior actively trying to prevent bone loss through supplementation may be inadvertently taking a drink that prevents those supplements from ever working. Unfortified oat milk is not just empty, it is actively antagonistic to your mineral absorption. For true senior health, you must demand more than just a pleasant taste. You need functional nutrition. If you choose a plant-based milk, it must be fortified with high levels of bioavailable calcium and vitamin D. To ignore this distinction is to actively contribute to the silent and progressive weakening of your skeleton.
Our final offender in this milk scandal targets the very core of your immunity and digestion, the gut. We're talking about flavored cow's milk, the chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla varieties, and the deceptive trend of heavily sweetened lactose-free milks. These products represent a toxic cocktail for the senior digestive system, acting as potent gut destroyers and guaranteed inflammation boosters. The double sugar disaster. The primary assault here is the sheer astonishing volume of sugar. These flavored milks often contain levels of sugar, from cane sugar to high fructose corn syrup, that can easily exceed a can of soda in a single serving. For the senior body, which already struggles with reduced insulin sensitivity, as established in Chapter 1, this rapid, massive influx of glucose is disastrous. But the assault doesn't stop with simple sugar. Many flavored and processed lactose-free milks contain a troubling list of synthetic ingredients that wreak havoc on the gastrointestinal tract. Artificial sweeteners, like sucralose. These synthetic compounds, used to reduce calorie count while maintaining sweetness, have been repeatedly shown to disrupt the balance of the gut microbiome. They actively kill off beneficial bacteria and promote the growth of detrimental inflammatory strains.
Emulsifiers and thickeners, like carrageenan and various gums, are added for texture, but can irritate the gut lining, promoting intestinal permeability or leaky gut. Leaky gut, the gateway to systemic inflammation. This disruption is the gateway to chronic inflammation. When the gut lining becomes compromised, partially digested food particles, toxins, and inflammatory agents leak out of the intestines and into the bloodstream. The immune system sees these escaping particles as invaders and launches a full-scale systemic inflammatory response. The consequences for a senior are devastating. Accelerated joint pain. Systemic inflammation travels directly to the joints, exacerbating arthritis, pain, and stiffness. Nutrient malabsorption. A compromised gut cannot effectively absorb the essential vitamins like vitamin D and B12 and minerals like calcium and magnesium that seniors desperately need for bone and brain health, ironically increasing the very deficiencies the milk is supposed to prevent. Chronic digestive distress. The imbalance leads to persistent bloating, gas, reflux, and irritable bowel symptoms, undermining the quality of life. By choosing these heavily flavored and sweetened options, you are prioritizing a momentary burst of flavor over the long-term integrity of your digestive and immune systems. For seniors, the gut microbiome is the cornerstone of health. These milks are actively dismantling it. You must eliminate these gut destroyers to calm inflammation and ensure your body can finally absorb the nutrients needed to rebuild bone and achieve true vitality.
After exposing the inflammatory saboteurs, we now introduce our first true health champion, kefir. This is not simply a dairy drink. It is a time-tested, fermented powerhouse, often referred to as a living medicine, and it is arguably the single most important tonic a senior can incorporate to actively fix inflammation and secure long-term bone density. The secret to kefir's unparalleled efficacy lies in its microbial diversity. While yogurt often contains 2 to 5 strains of beneficial bacteria, traditional kefir is a complex culture containing over 30 different strains of probiotics and yeasts. This incredible biodiversity is what makes it a revolutionary tool for senior health. Here is how kefir directly targets and fixes the problems created by the worst milks. 1. Rebuilding the gut and erasing systemic inflammation. Kefir immediately goes to work restoring the gut microbiome, the command center of your immune system. By flooding the gut with a robust and diverse population of beneficial bacteria, kefir achieves several critical outcomes. Sealing the leaky gut. It strengthens the integrity of the intestinal wall, effectively reversing the leaky gut caused by sugars and artificial ingredients. Chapter 3. This seals the pathway that allows inflammatory particles to escape into your bloodstream, directly calming chronic systemic inflammation that drives joint pain and cognitive decline. Immune modulation. A healthy gut microbiome regulates your immune response. By restoring balance, kefir naturally reduces the body's overreactive inflammatory state, offering relief from the constant internal fire that ages your body. 2. The K2 Bone and Heart Alliance. This is where kefir becomes a true longevity secret. The fermentation process in kefir naturally produces high amounts of vitamin K2, specifically the powerful MK7 form. K2 is the non-negotiable partner to vitamin D, which helps you absorb calcium. Artery protection. K2 acts as a biological traffic cop, actively pulling calcium away from your soft tissues, like the arteries, where it can cause dangerous calcification and plaque buildup. Bone strengthening. K2 guides that calcium directly into the bone matrix, ensuring the mineral is used where it belongs. This process not only strengthens your skeleton against fragility fractures, but also directly protects your cardiovascular system from hardening, a dual-action benefit that is critical for seniors. Furthermore, because kefir is fermented, it is naturally very low in lactose, making it easily digestible even for those with lactose sensitivity. By making kefir a daily ritual, you are not just consuming a drink, you are engaging in a powerful, proactive strategy to erase inflammation, optimize nutrient absorption, and fortify the two pillars of longevity, your gut and your bones.
We conclude our powerful defense strategy with two final non-negotiable allies in the fight against aging, bone loss and inflammation: goat milk and unsweetened fortified almond milk. These two options offer functional, targeted nutrition that directly addresses the unique vulnerabilities of the body after age 60. Goat milk, the easy digestion powerhouse. For many seniors, the issue with cow's milk isn't just sugar or fat, it's the protein itself. Most conventional cow's milk contains the A1 beta-casein protein. For an aging digestive tract, A1 protein can be highly inflammatory and difficult to break down, leading to common symptoms like bloating, gas, cramping, and reflux. These digestive woes not only cause discomfort, but also contribute to the systemic inflammation we are working so hard to eliminate. Goat milk offers the solution by naturally containing the gentler A2 beta-casein protein. This structure is processed more smoothly by the senior gut, significantly reducing digestive distress and calming the inflammatory response that starts in the stomach. Beyond easy digestion, goat milk is a superior source of functional nutrients. Selenium. It is rich in selenium, an essential trace mineral that acts as a powerful antioxidant, bolstering immune resilience and playing a role in thyroid function, which often slows with age. Medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. Goat milk contains a higher proportion of easily digestible MCTs. These fatty acids are quickly absorbed and converted into fuel, providing a rapid energy source that helps maintain muscle power and fight the age-related fatigue that plagues many seniors. Unsweetened fortified almond milk, the clean essential trio. If dairy is off the table entirely, your choice must be highly strategic. Unsweetened fortified almond milk. By choosing unsweetened, you successfully eliminate the inflammation-fueling sugar hazard. Chapter 1. By choosing fortified, you ensure you are taking proactive steps against bone loss. This clean, low glycemic delivery system provides the essential mineral trio: calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. These three nutrients are the non-negotiable foundation for bone health. Seniors are commonly deficient in all three, and this fortified milk provides a reliable, low-calorie source. This daily intake is essential to slow bone density decline and fix the risk of fragilis fractures. Vitamin E is naturally rich in almond milk, a vital antioxidant. While we warned against the high-dose synthetic forms, the naturally occurring vitamin E in almond milk guards the brain from oxidative stress, making it a valuable tool in fighting cognitive decline and preserving sharp memory.
We've concluded our deep dive into the milk scandal. You now hold the power to stop the hidden damage and start the true healing. We've exposed the three worst milks: the sweetened plant traps, the nutrient thieves, unfortified oat, and the gut-destroying flavored milks that fuel inflammation and accelerate bone loss. But more importantly, you are now armed with the three functional solutions: the gut-healing power of kefir, the gentle digestion of goat milk, and the essential mineral trio in unsweetened, fortified almond milk. These are the choices that will actively fix your inflammation, stabilize your blood sugar, and build the resilient bones you need for true longevity. Your health transformation begins now, not with a major life overhaul, but with what you pour into your glass. Which of the inflammatory milks are you going to discard today? And which of the bone-strengthening allies will you choose to embrace? Let me know in the comments below. Your commitment to making informed choices is the greatest inspiration to our entire community. If this video gave you the knowledge and courage to reclaim your health, please share it instantly with a friend or family member who needs this breakthrough. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you for trusting us with your well-being. Choose wisely, live strong, and I'll see you in the next video.